Thank you, Member. Member for Burnaby North.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Imagine, if you will, it's the middle of the night. You wake up. You hear a noise. It sounds like someone is trying to break into your house. You call 911. Not so fast, says the dispatcher. Let's not jump to conclusions. Maybe the intruder has a right to be there. Maybe this is a simple misunderstanding. The dispatcher gives you a link, tells you to download a self-help kit, and hangs up. It turns out this self-help kit is 9 pages long, and it's only in English, not your first language. You're pretty sure that the first page is telling you that the purpose of the kit is to help you and the alleged intruder resolve your dispute yourselves. It provides you and the alleged intruder with information about your rights and responsibilities. It lists the circumstances under which you are not required to use the self-help kit. For example, if the alleged intruder is in the act of setting fire to your house. Or if this is not the first time this particular person has tried to enter your house and your previous attempts to turn them away have failed. The second page spells out the 3 steps you must follow. Step 1, explain why you think this person should not be allowed to enter your house. To complete step 1, you must answer 3 questions. Question 1, is the intruder trying to enter your house illegally? It even provides possible scenarios to help you decide if their actions are illegal. You've never seen this person before. Check. This person is not using a key to open your front door. Check. This person did not ring the doorbell. Check. Question 2, is the person in the act of trying to enter your house? Question 3, is the person acting in a menacing manner? The form then tells you that if you answer yes to these 3 questions, it's reasonable to conclude the person is trying to enter your house illegally. Now you get to move on to step 2. Step 2, write it all down in a letter explaining why you want this person to go away. And now you've reached the 3rd and final step. You're supposed to unlock the front door, call the intruder over from the window they've been trying to pry open, turn on the porch light because they have to be able to read the letter that you're about to hand them explaining why you want them to go away. You hand them the letter. And if you're lucky, they too can read English. If you're lucky, they will understand that you want them to go away and they'll do so voluntarily. Or they will explain to you that it's a misunderstanding. Maybe they got confused thinking it's their house or they're a long-lost relative making a surprise visit. But what if you're not lucky and your letter did not convince them to go away? Page 3 of the kit tells you that in that case, now you can call 911 and the police will come. But it may be too late. You've already opened the front door. You've made yourself vulnerable. You're now at the mercy of someone who wants to get into your house in the middle of the night. Many years ago, I was surprised by someone trying to break into my home. I did call 911 and the police arrived within minutes. They went out of their way to make sure I was safe and that I felt safe. Imagine how different it would be had I been required to confront the intruder myself before the police would agree to come to my assistance. Imagine how scared and abandoned one would feel and how angry. And that's exactly how many working people have been feeling ever since the previous government introduced the so-called self-help kit in 2002. And that's what they've had to go through every time they weren't paid for hours they were worked, or not paid overtime, or not paid what they thought they should be, or money was deducted from their paycheck to pay for the employer's business costs, like Dine and Dash, or they weren't paid for statutory holidays, or they didn't get meal breaks, or they didn't get proper leave, or they didn't receive the minimum daily pay. Mr. Speaker, I'm reading this from the kit itself, and there are more examples. And this is the very kit that I used as a model for my little allegory. To call it a self-help kit is a misnomer of cruel Orwellian proportions. So let me tell you a true story, an example of what really happens when someone tries to use the self-help kit to convince an employer to pay the wages owed to them. Bianca was a kitchen manager in a restaurant. Her employer was consistently underpaying her for hours worked, including overtime. She repeatedly asked her employer to pay her the wages they were withholding, and every time she was told not to worry, she would be looked after. Finally, she quit and filed a complaint with the Employment Standards Branch. She was required to participate in mediation that was conducted over the phone by an employment standards officer. The employer kept lowballing an offer and trying to get her to settle. She felt pressured by the employment standards officer to stop wasting everyone's time and just settle. She refused, and a hearing was scheduled. The employer didn't show up for the hearing, and when it was rescheduled, the employer didn't bring the paperwork that they'd been requested to provide. Finally, after months of this, she accepted a settlement that was less than what was owed to her. And in Bianca's own words, this is what she had to say. After the hearing, I went outside and cried. I was so intimidated and furious and disappointed with how I was treated. Her advice to other workers, I would tell people not to bother filing an employment standards complaint unless they had a lawyer. They will just end up frustrated and even more angry. The system is not made for solving violations. The self-help kit is designed to intimidate people from filing a complaint and is complicated to understand. So let me conclude at this point, Mr. Speaker, by saying that I'm very curious to hear how a member opposite can possibly tell us what motivated them to replace what was then a workplace version of 911 with a self-help kit. Thank you.